Microsoft is continually updating and enhancing Fabric, which means that we're constantly getting new updates each month rather than waiting a long time for one big release. The challenge with that is that you need to keep yourself up to date with new features, and you might find that some training videos haven't quite caught up. The one I'm going to discuss here is available as of January 2025 in my region. If you are yet to get it, it will be coming to you. This change relates to the way you navigate in Microsoft Fabric. Previously, we would use the bottom left-hand button to navigate to the different workloads in Fabric, like a data warehouse, data engineering, Power BI, real-time analytics, and others were eventually added. However, it has now been simplified. As you can see, you now get two buttons, Fabric or Power BI. Fabric is where you will access those additional items like creating a warehouse, lakehouse, KQL database, and many more things, and where you can read in data, transform it, and make it ready for analysis. And Power BI is where you access reports and pre-built datasets. Let's take this opportunity to also look at some key areas of the navigation bar in Fabric to see what is available to us and how we can use it to create and manage items and workspaces. So I'll firstly make sure I am clicked on Fabric in the bottom left-hand corner. At the top, you've got the home icon. And you can see if we clicked on this that we can create new workspaces here or some task flows, which are a way of organizing items that we create. Then there's Workspaces. We can navigate Workspaces in a similar way to before. Just click on it and choose the workspace you want to go to. I'm going to choose Data Engineering Training. And here I can select New Item in the top left. Once I do that, I get a list of items segmented by activity. So this should look fairly similar to the kinds of things we were getting before. For example, we can use the get data items. These will help us get our data, ingest it. We've got options to store our data in a lakehouse, a warehouse. We've got other options that we didn't used to have. So it's constantly evolving. And there are many more areas as well. We also have OneLake, where we can view all the items across any workspace in our Fabric environment. So if I wanted to filter by a keyword, I might want to look at anything that's got the name report in it, and then see if there's anything there. You can also look at the types of data. There's lots of different filters that you can use to navigate OneLake, and this will look at across all of your workspaces. In the monitor section, we can view and track the status of activities across all of our workspaces. And this is really, really helpful. So for example, if we've got any data refreshes that have failed, we can go to the filter area and just filter on failed. And it will look at what's currently failed. So really useful, quick way of looking for those. We also have an area called Workloads, and here is a list of the workloads that were historically showing as options in the bottom left. So before this update down here where we've got Fabric and Power BI, we used to see a list of all of these different workloads there. So they've been moved to, those icons have been moved to this workloads area. And if I click on one of the workloads, for example, data engineering, it will take me to some information about it. Now, it's not letting me create items here. It's really more of an educational area. And I might want to explore some samples of data, look at what a lakehouse is, get started with some things about it. So really useful, but this is not where we come to create items. So another way to create items in the context of workloads is to go to the ellipsis that's in our navigation bar and go to create. And this now gives us something similar to what we had in our workspaces area where we clicked on new item. But now it is organized not by an activity, but by the workload. So we've got a data engineering section, we've got data factory, data science, data warehouse. So everything will be put here. The two main ways of creating items in Fabric are either to go to the workspace that you want to create an item in and click on new item, or to go to the ellipsis and click on create, and that will organize it by those workloads.